Hi, Muhammad.
Hello,
Good
how are you?
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are so honored to invite you to our team.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. You are welcome, and I am so proud to be here with you as a research and development director at your company. So today we
Yes.
will talk about some questions about TWC.
Yes, all
Yes.
our staff so exciting.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Firstly, I'd like to talk about the pollution. So the water pollution, we can find the water pollution contain of COD and ammonia and phosphorus and heavy metals and toxic chemicals. So our TWC are focused on biodegradable organic compound. So we talk about COD and ammonia and phosphorus. That is the main task for TWC product. To develop biofilm for decomposing of COD and ammonia and phosphorus and take this pollution. But for heavy metals and toxic chemicals needs the chemical coagulation, need another chemical product to treat this type of wastewater. So what the importance of TWC product is to make the biofilm. So biofilm, we need to know what is the biofilm contains of microorganisms. So there's the first question you ask about good microorganism or bad microorganism. To define good microorganism or bad microorganism, so we need to refer again to our tasks. So good microorganisms that can decrease COD, make the COD low, and make ammonia low, and make phosphorus low. But bad microorganism not do this task. So bad microorganism like a cancer cell, it grow quickly, and make bad zones, bad dead zones. Dead zones make this grow quickly and also not decrease COD, not decrease ammonia, not decrease phosphorus. So the main component, main task for bad bacteria, not make anything, just make bad environment. Okay, so good microorganism, to define the good microorganism, so it can decrease the COD, it can decrease the ammonia, it can decrease the phosphorus. But how it decrease? This is the question now. Now we know how it decreases these types. It depends on the conditions. So we can talk about now operating conditions. Operating conditions, because every organism need conditions for growing. Like aerobic organism need oxygen. Anaerobic organism no need oxygen. Anoxic need facultative anaerobic. So we can say again this TWC, the importance of making a biofilm, and the biofilm contain of good microorganisms. So our bad microorganisms, this is the questions. Bad microorganisms not make anything for decomposition of organic constituents. So just grow quickly and make a dead zone. Dead zone that make produce toxin, maybe produce odors. So the odor is very bad if the bad microorganism. And also the nutrition is high and the oxygen take more oxygen. So if take more oxygen, so the water quality become very bad. This is the mean of bad microorganism. To know the good microorganism, So we need to know how it works to decrease the organic constituent of the water. How? So we need to adjust the parameter for each organism. Some organism is aerobic, so need oxygen. Some organism is anaerobic, no need oxygen. Some organism is facultative anaerobic that can tolerate oxygen, but it can also in anaerobic. So in middle, can work in aerobic and can work in anaerobic. So the operating condition is very, very important for microorganisms. Not only oxygen, but also the pH is also an important parameter for operating condition of good organism. Also, the carbon source. The carbon source, nitrogen source, and phosphorus source. All these parameters should be present to make the good microorganism work. Microorganism as a machine. Without these parameters, couldn't work. Even I have good microorganism. Even I have microorganism good, but without these containing parameters, not work. So TWC containing good microorganism, but need to adjust parameters, operating parameters, to make the TWC work good and the biofilm grow quickly. So
all the conditions for the microbes.
to grow quickly. So need to adjust the oxygen. For aerobic microorganism, need to adjust the aerobic. For anaerobic, so no need oxygen. For facultative anaerobic, can be without also oxygen, but need also to adjust the pH, because the pH is the one of the most important parameter for the microorganism. One of the most important parameter for all microorganisms is carbon source, nitrogen source, and phosphorus source. If this not present, these sources, these parameters, the machine that which is microorganism not work. Okay, so now we talk about the pollutant. Pollutant have biodegradable. This is what mean of biofilm, and non-biodegradable. This one. Biodegradable, that is a task for TWC product. And biofilm also only enhance the good microorganism. How? By optimizing the operating parameters like oxygen, no oxygen for anaerobic phase, facultative for anaerobic bacteria, and adjust the pH and the carbon source, nitrogen source, and phosphorus source. This is an important introduction to know how. Okay, so let's talk about how COD is removed, and how ammonia is removed, and how phosphorus removed. Each one of these parameters need operating condition differently. For COD as a carbon source need aerobic condition. So the organic compound like carbon with oxygen, it will make CO2. This is gases and increase the gases of CO2. So this is decrease of the COD by aerobic condition. And this is made by maybe bacillus organism, or Pseudomonas also. Pseudomonas, yes. This can decrease the by aerobic conditions, the COD.
Aerobic conditions.
Yes. Need aeration. Yes, need aeration. Yes. Okay. For nitrogen, for ammonia. Okay. This is for COD. COD, it means organic constituent of the water. But for ammonia, to decrease the ammonia, need two phases of microorganism. So we talk now about good microorganism and bad microorganism, and how TWC cleans the water. We will talk about it. Phosphorus removal and optimal condition for removal. Yes. Here we see about explain the role of beneficial versus harmful bacteria in water treatment, and how TWC leverage good bacteria to restore the water quality. So DWC enhance the good microorganism to decrease the chemical oxygen demand concentration. So good bacteria like Bacillus, Nitrosomonas, and Nitrobacter break down organic waste to harmless byproduct and convert ammonia to nitrite and nitrogen. That means nitrogen cycle. And if it grow more, so it compete with harmful species. So the harmful microorganism will be grow down. And the bad bacteria like cyanobacteria and the E. coli grow quickly, decrease the oxygen, so make oxygen depletion, and also produce toxins. So bad microorganism, here you can find depletion of oxygen. Depletion of oxygen may make the oxygen very, very low concentration. So if the oxygen is low concentration, so the smell of the water is not good, and the water quality become very bad. This is the question. Does TWC enhance bad microbes? No, the answer is no, because TWC enhance only good microorganisms. Beneficial bacteria in TWC houses only beneficial bacteria like Bacillus. So if it increases in concentration, so outcompete harmful microbes. Resetting the nitrogen cycle, so the nitrogen cycle can occur, and converting excess of nutrient, decrease of the excess of nitrogen. So how TWC cleans the water? So through the nitrogen cycle. This what I mean of the operating condition. For each parameter here need to adjust the operating condition. For nitrogen cycle need oxygen first. Oxygen gas to make nitrate here. Here, by effect of two microorganisms, Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter, these two organisms is aerobic. So this case, to decrease the ammonia to nitrite, and from nitrite to nitrate, need oxygen. And this mechanism is called nitrification. And the other one, this need anaerobic phase, no oxygen. This is called denitrification. So the first, for nitrogen cycle, we need both aerobic and anaerobic. This is two different organisms, not only the same organism. So the first one need to adjust the aerobic condition for Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter to decrease the ammonia to nitrate. This is the first phase. It's called nitrification, and this is need oxygen. And the second one, no need oxygen for anaerobic, from nitrate to nitrogen gas. So that's what we mean with optimizing the operating condition for nitrogen cycle to decrease the ammonia. So we need aerobic, then anaerobic condition. For phosphorus removal, we need enzymes called phosphatase. For phosphorus removal, so need enzymes called the phosphatase that decrease the phosphorus concentration. Phosphorus concentration actually presents in the water in form of polyphosphate. Polyphosphate, this one need anaerobic microorganism, no oxygen here to dissolve it as an orthophosphate. Orthophosphate then need oxygen to make more bacteria, more and more and more. So need also, but it's reversed to the nitrogen cycle. This need anaerobic condition to make polyphosphate to orthophosphate, and then from orthophosphate to make new bacteria again with the phosphorus, with using of phosphorus. So need aerobic phase, need oxygen for phosphorus removal. So nitrogen cycle need aerobic first, then anaerobic. For phosphorus cycle need anaerobic phase, then aerobic. So phosphorus removal need phosphate enzyme, or it calls phosphatase enzyme. This enzyme that convert polyphosphate to orthophosphate. This is insoluble form and this is soluble form. Yes, soluble, can dissolve in the water. So need this, but this one to convert it need anaerobic phase first. Yes, then but after orthophosphate, come need aerobic to make new bacteria again, new cells. So the phosphorus is now decreased. It's called polyphosphate metabolism. It's called, this is mechanism, polyphosphate metabolism, that need transfer from polyphosphate to orthophosphate. So
but the phosphorus still in the water.
no, now make a new microorganism. Now microorganism need to
Organisms still in the water, they don't disappear. So that means the phosphorus always stay in the water.
no.
Where does the phosphorus go?
Okay. Now the phosphorus as a polyphosphate in the water. Okay. So the use of polyphosphate by microorganism by phosphate enzyme to make orthophosphate. Orthophosphate, this is soluble form. That can be food for algae, number one, can be food for another microorganism to contain another microorganism. So the phosphorus now become decreased because it's used as a substrate for another organism.
Yes.
Okay.
But the phosphorus still stay in the organism.
Inside the organism, so it's not in the water. Now it converts from the water to the another organism, so no problem. Also some phosphorus, it can settle down. Some of polyphosphate can be dropped down as a sediment.
How we can drop down?
This is precipitation. This is biophysical, not biological. It comes down as a precipitation, as a sediment.
Energy
For
the microbes.
yes, polyphosphate taken by phosphatase enzyme that produced under anaerobic condition that decrease this polyphosphate into orthophosphate. This is from insoluble form to soluble form, and then the orthophosphate can be utilized for making another microorganism. This is called biologically formed microorganism. Or it can
the other phosphate.
orthophosphate.
Also.
ORTHO, yes, phosphate. You can see here. Yes, soluble orthophosphate. Yes, this one. So from nitrogen cycle and from phosphorus cycle, we need to adjust the operating parameters. If we make reverse for phosphorus, not work. If we make reverse for ammonia, not work. And reverse, like if we start with anaerobic phase for ammonia, then aerobic, not work. And if we start with aerobic phase, then anaerobic, will work for phosphorus. So operating the parameters, operating condition is very important for good microorganism to work. Not enough to have good microorganism, but need to adjust the operating parameters to get the high results efficiency for water quality. The second questions you ask about TWC in fast flowing rivers. In fast flowing rivers, no problem. The TWC can degrade, biofilm can degrade the biological constituents of the water, but we need to put in anchored bacteria houses in a slow current area. We need to put the TWC in a small current, in a slow current area to let the biofilm grow on the TWC product. So rapid bacterial growth, a million of cells, 17 million cells in 10 hours. As I thought, in 8 hours actually, because every 20 minutes it duplicates the number of the bacterial cells. So how TWC cleans the water? 4 independent enzyme process, reducing COD, ammonia and total nitrogen, COD reduction, ammonia removal and organic pollutant degradation, organic pollutant bacillus, decrease the organics to CO2 and H2O, ammonia removal using two mechanisms, nitrification and denitrification. Nitrification need oxygen, denitrification no need oxygen. Nitrogen removal process, total nitrogen removal, denitrification, and denitrification, this is the final process, need anaerobic condition. So this is the mechanism, equations for nitrification, this is aerobic condition, and this is denitrification, need anaerobic conditions. For phosphorus removal mechanism, organic phosphorus by microbes to inorganic phosphorus. Organic phosphorus, actually we need to let how pollutant come, how this pollutant come. We have two sources of the pollutant. We have human and animal sources. Human and animal sources, this is increase the ammonia level. But for phosphorus removal, for phosphorus, how it come?
From the planting.
Yes, from fertilizing. Yes, fertilizing, okay, agriculture, and also another thing. After making orthophosphate, so assimilation enter food chain, can algae can eat, can fish can eat, can eat by other microorganisms as a soluble phosphate. Also, it can be sedimentation, trapped in the sediments. Some phosphorus can be trapped in the sediment. But to trapped as a sediment, this is before making orthophosphate. This is inorganic microbes, can be as a polyphosphate, can be entrapped as a sediment. Some sediments have a phosphorus, some sediment here in the sediment of the water river or water lakes and something. Polyphosphate, yes, polyphosphate, which is organic phosphorus. Organic. This is organic, can sometimes be precipitated with the dyed microorganism to settle down. Okay? With microorganism, with dead microorganism. You find sometimes the dead microorganism grow down, come down. Yes, it take also the phosphate, polyphosphate, organic phosphate. Some of polyorganic phosphate come down with this dead microorganism. Some. So optimal condition for removal, that is what mean of operating condition. Not enough to get a good microorganism, need to adjust the optimal parameter to increase the efficiency of water quality. So for ammonia, need nitrification and denitrification. Nitrification need aerobic zone, then anaerobic zone. Here, polyphosphate, some microorganism called the phosphate accumulating microorganism, BAO. Phosphorus accumulating organism. Phosphorus accumulating organism, which is this one. This is only in anaerobic phase. This is only in anaerobic phase. That can grow anaerobic phase, then aerobic phase. Only this microorganism can take the polyphosphate by phosphatase enzyme to make orthophosphate. So this organism, which makes this equation, called phosphorus accumulating organism or BAO. Okay. So conclusion: TWC effectively clean the water by enhancing the good microorganism. Number two, by adjusting the operating condition. This is very important, which is pH with oxygen concentration or non-oxygen concentration for some cases, and also for adjusting carbon source and nitrogen source and phosphorus source. Balancing nutrient cycle, harnessing beneficial microorganisms, increase the beneficial microorganism, and adapting to diverse environment, because it's good to select more organisms, not only one type of organism. So it's good for diverse environment. Not only one environment is good for TWC. Thank you very much. We can see it.
Yes. And have a discussion.
Now
我的不好。Yes. Okay.
Good microorganisms that can decrease ammonia, that can decrease phosphorus, that can decrease the CO2. But how can decrease? By adjusting the operating condition. For ammonia, need aerobic first, then anaerobic. Because aerobic, nitrification that means NH3 plus oxygen plus nitrosomonas, it called NO2.
Yes.
This is nitrosomonas. And the NO2 plus oxygen, nitrobacter, NO3. So this case need oxygen, aerobic.
Need oxygen.
Yeah. Then we don't need oxygen, anaerobic. So NO3 no need oxygen to be N2.
Let me explain something to them. 你知道 Mohammed 他做实验为什么氨氮的处理效率能达到97%、99%？因为它都是3天耗氧，然后又厌氧，然后最后耗氧就结束了整一个实验，所以他做出来的那个数据就很好，所以也就是他强调的，我们要调控那个条件，所以呢，我们的那个 TWC 生物蜡呢就会发挥出很好的效果。
I will tell you some important information also. No need only aerobic here. No need only aerobic. Why? Here in this one, let's think about we have a water have high ammonia. Now we have water had high ammonia. Okay? And I put a lot of oxygen here. Now the next one will become NO3. This one. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then I not put here oxygen. High ammonia, here high nitrate, but here no COD, low COD, because here I put oxygen. So the oxygen takes the CO2 come out.
Yes.
So here no COD. So this is a problem. The microorganisms is anaerobic, even you make anaerobic, not work, not make this one. Why? Because no carbon source. Because all carbon source is here. So this is the key of, you can see some parameters called anoxic. Why make this one? We make first no oxygen. Why no oxygen? COD only nitrate become nitrogen. Okay? Nitrate, this one. Now if I have nitrate, it become nitrogen. The COD not decrease. Ammonia not decrease. Okay? Now it's low. It's high or low? It's high. COD is high and the ammonia is high. Then make oxygen. So ammonia now become nitrate, NO3 high. and COD become low. Then take one of this one to put here again. So
因为
ammonia.
什么意思？
So it's called the
就是一个
anoxic
AO
oxide.
系统，然后有一个再加上一个回
Oh,
流。
but need to declare to put here. If we put here, so here the first one have COD. So if I put this one, so it works because anoxic. So the oxygen, the NO3 find the COD, so it can be nitrogen gas. So it's called the anoxic oxide. So this what mean of error operating the condition. From the oxic come
对，
again
把
here.
含氧化的。
That's what mean of operating condition. Not just to put TWC is okay.
Yeah, not just for TWCS. Okay.
Yeah, because need to operate in the condition. Very, very important.
So
The state
can we use this
This is-
method in the river or the lake treatment?
For river and lakes couldn't make this one, but can make zones. You can make zones. You can separating zones. You can make separating zones, or you can adjust the river layers. High layer, lower layer. Yes.
So we
If this is
separate the
lake,
river
if this lake
or lakes.
or river, we can divide into zones. This zone, the first zone here, and second zone here. Up and down. Down, no oxygen. But up
Oh,
is
so
high
this is the
oxygen.
surface.
Yes, this is the surface. Yes.
Surface. This is the basement.
This basement. Yes, no oxygen and
这
oxygen.
是底部。
But this one, if you couldn't control the water body as a zone. But if you can control, this one will be anoxic, and then this one anoxic, but need system to return it back. Because now if anoxic and oxic, here also not complete. Because here ammonia high, and O3 become high, very high. This one in this way. So need again here to make nitrogen gas again. Because here have COD, but this here in this case need system because need repeat again. The water come here again. But this one no need system. Make it zones for lower zones and upper zones. Upper zones have high oxygen. Lower zone have low oxygen.
What if the river depth only 1 meter? If we do this, if two zones, will it still have?
It will be better than not making. Yeah. Because upper zone, if you measure the DO in the surface, it will be high. It will be in the down, it will be low. So there is another organism called the facultative anaerobic, can work in low oxygen and with oxygen.
如果你明白